Campaign Casters is a fantasy-filled, heavy player-populated podcast for adults. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Welcome, investigators, adventurers, and roleplayers to Campaign Casters, a high fantasy TTRPG podcast designed to introduce you to your fictional home away from home. My name's Nick. I'm back as the DM, and I will be your caster master and the player of Elxador Vernates today.
Woo!
Yeah.
We are a heavy player-populated party of not adventurers, but investigators trying to stop the elves that attacked our big city. Where this is a campaign run by two DMs and introduces a new 5th edition class known as the Runecaster.
If you enjoy this episode, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Leaving a review really helps us get the word out and connect with more listeners who might enjoy the journey too. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for being part of our adventure. Casters, please present your titles.
Hey, I'm Heath Chase. I'm back as Sigva Lang.
Were you ever gone?
No, thank God. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Jake Taylor, and I'm back again with another Brine Smith interpretation. Yarg, I'd be a pirate.
Yo, what's up, my wild wonders? It's Adam Fox, and I'm back again playing Leo. Get ready for the craziest episode of your life.
Just welcome to this ASMR interpretation of Lycan being played by Sophia Conte. Thank you, Sophia, for giving me a less full voice phonated option. Welcome as well to my ASMR interpretation. Actually back because I was gone from Arcane Recovery because I was dying. I'm Ari Bardock Mitchell and I play Gael.
Hey guys, welcome back to another mukbang with Haven.
Oh yes.
My name is Haven. Joseph-Lyon.
And without further ado, we present Campaign Casters.
Last we left off, Little Guy Private Eye attempted to recover in the aftermath of the Elven attack. Riker was taken west to somewhere unknown. The Chancellor, some magistrates, and citizens were killed, and the remaining prisoners rounded up by the Silver Legion. Regret fills this party, and now there is a goal. Stop the Hand, the Hound, and the Hidden, the masterminds behind it all. And all Little Guy Private Eye knows is that they have a carriage to the north, making its way to the Yaharan Devrai. Who would like to start off with session inspiration?
Oh, I do have an idea.
What's Sig thinking?
Go.
Hey Ari, can you leave the room?
Ooh. Yeah.
Sig has been thinking a lot about Gail's parents and how he is the one who killed their mother and essentially maimed and scarred the other mother for life.
Cool.
It's
Take your
bad.
session points of your die, your session inspiration.
What a way to start the session for
This
me
is quite
personally.
Yeah. Okay. 14 hours have passed since Brine has made his deal. Now, 58 hours remain until his death. There are...
Oh, not beating around the bush. Okay, that is what will happen. Cool.
Yep. There are 10 chapters to be written in hopes of making a perfect copy. Gael must spend 18 hours transcribing in hopes of giving the party a chance to keep Whitmore's journal. Nevertheless, Ynir will get what he wants. Or maybe not. Lycan. There is an overcast as you wake. The sky is completely gray. The wind that caresses your bark tells you that it wants to rain. But not yet. The city itself looks very similar. There are clouds of smoke from the buildings that are still smoldering. Construction, noise, and footsteps keep the city alive. but it is dismal in its energy. As you look at Little Guy Private Eye, one of the many simple buildings in Eskrick, what do you feel?
I think with all that's happened yesterday, there's a lot of loss hanging in the air. I think even though Lycan doesn't have a personal connection to this city, she's still able to feel that and thinks the gloom matches the loss that has happened.
Yeah. You find yourself outside Little Guy Private Eye. Is Leo with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually I'm out there, yeah.
We've just woken up for the day. That's the...
Mm-hmm. And it is day. Whenever you went to turn in for the night, it was still dark. So not too long after you all fell asleep, it is morning. I'd say it's around, I think, like, based off the time, I believe. I don't know. If you actually do the math, we might actually have less hours, but I'm pretty sure it's around like 10 a.m.
So, Gael,
Good morning. Okay, goodbye.
Hold on. Sorry. I need to go talk to Gael. It's
Okay.
about Brine. And
Cool.
he's gonna
That's okay.
I don't know if he's gonna die.
Yeah, you
but,
can just do what you want to do. Just do what you want to do.
Did you have something to tell me?
No, I just wanted to say good morning.
Good morning. Okay, bye. Gonna run into Little Guy Private Eye. If Gail's waking up, like, he's gonna hop on the bed. Gael.
Oh,
All right. So, you know how Brine makes bad deals with demons and things like that.
yes.
So he made another one,
What?
and he wants me to. He wants my rune book, Whitmore's Guide.
He wants the
Well,
demon.
The
wants
demon wants that. Yes.
Yep.
And so
sorry, I just woke up and my
the
my
problem
brain,
with that is
yes.
that it's very powerful, and I don't want a demon to have that kind of power, and I don't want to lose access to this book because it's really helpful to me. So, would you be able to make a practically perfect copy of my book?
I mean, that's sort of with this sense of like strange excitement, strange disbelief, a lot of mixed feelings. They say, well, that's what I've been training for most of my life to do. So
Because-
if anyone would, probably me.
Okay. Here's the other part of that. If you make a perfect copy, that perfect copy should go to Brine, and I should keep the original. But Brine cannot know that I'm going to keep the original. Brine has to believe that the one he has is the original.
Okay.
So that the deal with the demon...
that it works, and that we can confirm that
that
it
is
works.
a good faith on Brine's side.
Yes. Don't want to trifle with these things. So
But hopefully that gives the demon not as much power as they would have had.
okay, yes, I will do everything I can. I have some of my supplies. It should be enough, just for convenience of the plot. We're gonna say that I have my things. We're just gonna say
You have your
that.
tool sets,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I grabbed like a bag, and I've been using inks and things.
Mm-hmm. No,
So
perfect.
it's just the book base that I'm like, I don't know. Maybe before we leave, I'll run and grab something.
Mhm.
I think that's conceivable.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the very best I can. Because
I know we're traveling too, which makes it hard, but we can...
Well, I mean, I'm sure we'll have some time that I can work on it amidst, depending on how we're traveling. Are we going to use the rocks? Have we figured that out yet?
I don't know. I've
Okay.
just been worried about this book.
We have, yeah.
Also, we have 50 hours?
58.
58 hours? If we have 58 hours to make this copy.
I can do that.
Okay. Thank you, Gael.
Of course, I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone in this party, and if I can do anything, then I will.
That's it. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay.
What does everyone else do as they wake up?
I think Leo is just like standing up, kind of looking around at everything, doing his version of breathing, which is more of the memory of what breathing is. He kind of takes that breath in and exhales as he's still in his bright white light, as he's kind of just looking towards the sun in the sky, and looking at like the horizon of everything around, taking in the area that they've been in for a long time. And it's just breathing, and then we'll enter inside, giving you some time inside, and then we'll come inside whenever he feels appropriate to not interrupt your conversation.
I would say that Nissa is already up and is outside like Leo, but off in the distance about 150 feet away from Little Guy Private Eye, using their bow and arrow as their target training across the side, as Annika sits behind them, almost like a bolster for any tougher spells that they need to practice using. Mostly cantrips, not to overexpend, but continuing to train as Annika at some points then runs down and acts as a moving target, not using actual harmful damage, but practicing as arrows of like translucent air just...
Would I see you?
I would say you would at least see the arrows.
Okay. I think Leo will go towards you. He'll just say, "Good morning."
Good morning, Leo. How was your
Practicing.
sleep, if you sleep?
Kind of sleep, like meditation almost. It was good. How was your sleep that you do sleep?
That I do. It was, as they're continuing to release arrows, as fitful as it can be, I suppose.
Knowing that we have a long trek to go. I understand.
Well, I'm used to the long trek.
Yeah.
Not something... It's actually rather staying that I'm not accustomed to, I would say.
This might feel a little, at least, more accustomed to what you usually do then.
Roughly, yes.
It's nice to have, the feeling of something you're used to. I can get that as he makes like a almost like pure white light rod of energy, as he's also doing cantrip sorcerer's burst, as he's going to like throw it towards the target, kind of like he's chucking like a almost javelin like energy. Practice is also very good. It usually helps so I don't, and he does like an explosion hand motion.
I understand completely. Why do you think I'm out here all the time? You see as they continue release.
I respect how much you care about the safety of others.
Well, thank you, Leo.
Thank you. I've looked up to you a lot. I don't know. I try to learn what I can from everyone. I don't know much about the world. I don't know much about how things are for people, but I know everyone lives their own way. And I think there is a beauty about how you live through your life.
You see as they kind of like look down to their bow and their hands like covered in calluses and stuff. Well, thank you, Leo. I don't know if anyone's put it like that before. I'm glad you can find some beauty in my way of life.
Beauty isn't always life. Sometimes it's death, too. And I know that a lot of us have definitely had our side on death. As he chucks another javelin. A little bit more like of a hesitation to it.
Can I give you a tip?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a little rusty at things.
Don't hesitate.
You see like a fleck of like red color goes through the brain, followed by like a trail of other colors following the red. Okay. Don't hesitate.
In my experience, hesitation sometimes does more harm.
Yeah.
You see as they release another.
You see Leo's gonna like sees that you shoot the arrow, and at the same time he's gonna like do some sort of magic to make it look like your arrow turns into 2 and then hits 2 different bullseyes.
Well done.
Thank you. I mean, you shot the arrow.
That I did.
Mm-hmm.
You see as their eyes widen a little bit and smirk. Well, busy day ahead.
Busy day indeed. We can do it, though. I know we can.
They nod. Shall we get food?
Yes. Yes. Food would be very nice.
Start walking back to little guy.
I will pet Annika. Well, I'll ask. I'll be like, hey, can I pet Annika?
You see as Nissa looks over, nods over to Annika like in an asking, curious way. You see as Annika stands up, stretches.
Oh, the cat's
the cat stretch all of her 4 limbs, and slowly walks around with her tail swishing in the air. Seems Annika's okay with that.
Okay. I go over and I pet Annika. And there's a little bit of light blue that comes through my body. Can I give you a tip?
I suppose so.
Just breathe.
Got it. You see as they walk back.
There we go.
Sig has been holed up in his room most of the night. And he's been thinking on over how we can essentially have things to have inscribed runes already on. And he's decided to land on his copper pieces because that is the one thing he always has on him. So he inscribes a rune that he's seen many times and has finally started to understand what the words are, the Kelton behind it all, and starting to understand how to create it himself. He inscribes the Mimicify rune onto a copper piece, places on a book, and the book grows teeth and begins chomping, and he takes the copper piece off and it returns to a book.
So cool.
Brine. Oh no, Brine got a decent amount of sleep because he thinks that his issues are now probably going to be solved within time, because the book will be transcribed and then Lycan will have a copy of the book and Brine can give the original to Ynir and then everything will be fine. So he's kind of just a bit of a slow start to the day.
Yeah. Cool. You all hear footsteps that go throughout the building, and as you all make your way wherever, if it's taking a shower, getting yourself nice and cleaned up, or if it's you make your way down to the main living room to see what's going on. But you do hear Elxidor. It's like, I'm making oatmeal for everyone. A big pot so we can just easily clean up and we can figure out what we're going to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have some notes of how we can go about our travels. So once everyone comes in, we can start discussing the details.
All right.
Ready whenever.
All right. So first and foremost, Lycan and Leo,
Yes.
do you need? How does nutrition work for you?
Well, I mean, it's more of like for me at least, it's as if I am doing the memory I have of what eating does for someone. So it is, I am feeling it, but it feels like I'm feeling it in a different way from someone else.
All right. And does that, like, do you need food to eat, survive?
I don't need it,
Oh,
but it feels nice.
heard. Lycan?
I don't need food either, but I do need to be in the earth at least for a few hours.
I don't think that will be a problem.
Okay.
Oh, we should make a mud pie sometime.
What do you mean?
Because isn't that dirt in a pie?
I can absorb nutrients from food too. That's the thing I can do, but the earth is always better.
All right. That potentially might make costs and weights a bit more easier for us.
Yes, we don't need to eat. Focus on everyone else.
Right. Okay. Because as of understanding, so I started to, and he kind of pushes all these notes out to you. I kind of mathed out a little bit of things of how exactly we're going to travel and what it'll be. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys of how exactly you wanted to go about marching our way up to catching up to the carriage, and what that supply would be. So we kind of have two options where we could try and go with a week's time and then fend off in the woods and hunt for ourselves until we catch up, if we think that we can catch up in a week's time. Or it would take 2 weeks to get to Fakerfa, and then we would need more food for that and water. So for that, there are a couple of ways you can do it. We could probably go to the oxen. Actually, question. The oxen is, what kind of transportation company are they?
They're for imports and exports. They're not.
For like carriages to buy.
You could. I
Okay.
mean, probably based off the fact that the recent building has burned down, they're going to have to reestablish an entire headquarters.
Yeah.
So they probably would need some level of income and might have to sell some of their lesser stuff to reinvest with inside the business itself.
Yeah. Okay. We could go to the oxen or try and find a couple of. I'm sure there's something in Eskrik or even Andagan making the way out to the north of the city that we could find some carriages or whatnot. But I was curious if we wanted to do this on foot, if we wanted to do if we use like vehicles, and then were there any other ideas as well?
Well, I know we talked about borrowing, I suppose, some of the rocks from the dwarves.
Yeah.
That would be able to carry a lot less. But Brine also has the Visitant, which I don't know what that can carry, but it's another flying creature. That might help with the amount of time that it takes. Pros and cons.
Yeah, Alexidor, don't you want to get back into the claws of...
No,
of Fred?
it was cold up there.
Gael also needs some form of stability to create a book. So
A book.
mhm.
What kind of book?
There's a
a
book.
copy of a book. It's important for my runes. So
Do I know of the book? I don't remember if I know.
didn't you wake
We
up?
all
weren't
we all
you?
know about the book's existence.
But we don't know about the
About
need for
this.
this.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if I know.
No,
I don't think so.
But it's very important and it could
I think
affect
it's the
people's lives. So I think that this needs to happen.
People's
Okay.
What?
Why does it need to happen?
What?
This
Well,
is
wait, I know it's at
news?
lives, but what's at stake here?
Brian's life.
Whoa, what is happening? Wait, hold on. Let's backtrack a bit. What is going on? Are you okay, Brian? What?
I'm good for now.
Brian has about 2 days' time now at this point, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Until his deal that he's made is up.
There
Did you make
was
another one?
Another deal?
There was another deal.
Another. Oh boy.
I was going to die down in that cave, and I'm still alive. So, if you want me to stay that way in 3 days' time, maybe
2.
maybe don't worry about the book.
I mean-
We should worry about the book.
Two and some change.
yeah, two and some change.
All right, cool. Then
Just what? So you need what? A book or something?
Yep.
He needs my book, the runic book.
But
Which
we don't
most
want
guys
to
book?
lose the runic book, so I'm making a copy of the runic book.
Yeah,
At
and
least
Okay.
I'm trying to.
so that way Lycan still has the copy to read off of.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, then if that's the case, are we sure that flying would be stable enough for you to write?
yeah,
I feel like I could do some things to stabilize it magically. I don't know. I've never certainly done this before, but
Do you think the winds would affect you that hard?
well,
depends how fast we're moving.
I mean, I also
Sophia raised a book
as an air
and just
genasi.
started-
Alright.
that's what I was gonna say is, well, I mean, I have some influence over the wind because of being in air genasi, and I kind of like do a little like swirl and a little, not quite a cyclone, but like
That was so
a
cool.
turn of wind goes around and like ruffles Brine's hair. I don't know if that could,
Oh,
but perhaps I
You blew
could
my hat off.
create
Just a
a
flower.
current that is in opposition, and that could I don't know. Plus, also, I can't imagine using the rocks means we could get there in one day, so we'd probably still have to touch down, and that would give me some time. It won't take me the whole 58 hours to use the book. I don't know exactly how
Wow,
much,
you,
but
you
not
did that math really quick.
all that time.
Gail's very smart.
Thank you. I try.
I'm not too sure that the dwarves will have enough rocks for all of us. But I mean, we can certainly ask and try.
I got the visitant. I can probably fit me, and I mean, I think Lycan's the only one light enough to ride on it with me.
Well, that's still a lot of people then.
And equipment, food,
And
water,
Annika.
and Annika.
Oh,
Well, you
but
have
Annika has.
I can put Annika in.
That's right.
Yeah. How long does your visitant? Is there a time limit for the visitant?
Oh, well, according to the rules, it's just the entire day until he's desummoned. But I actually, that's a good question. I don't know much about him. Don't the dwarves have a book on him?
Oh yeah, the book of Fiermo that we got for him.
Yeah, I think
well-
when we visit them, I'll ask to borrow that.
Yes, and perhaps they will also have some other insights beyond that, since they are so knowledgeable about magic and things like that. Maybe they will have another plan that we're not thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be nice to touch base with some allies before we go.
That's
Yes,
true.
I think that one dwarf, Dungeon Master, might have a better plan for us.
Just perhaps.
Perhaps. Ah,
Good one.
I hate Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Masteed.
He's always asking, "How do you want to do this?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pick something.
He's constantly describing his surroundings, and it's like, we can see, man. What are you doing?
Captain Obvious.
Yes. Well, shall we take our things and head over there?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Time is kind of the essence.
Let's go.
Whatever we end up doing.
We can head over there.
Yeah.
This is a random question. Do I weigh anything?
I would say yeah.
Okay, I was just thinking about that because you said only one.
You
could
have
be-
mass,
Okay,
so
I
therefore you must.
was like, how much weight I have.
Do I weigh?
Do I weigh?
Cool.
I do
All right.
think one thing, as we're all at this table planning and there's breakfast being shared, there is one empty chair the whole time that kind of just leaves a
Oh my god,
Yes.
I didn't think about
Yeah.
Beat me
hole.
fucking to it.
in the family. Before we leave.
Are you the code DM? What the heck?
I don't know.
Awesome.
That was on my mind.
We have
I think-
3
No, yeah.
DMs.
It was
Three.
really
We're all the
good.
DMs.
That was
Actually,
good.
that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I like that.
Yeah.
And sad, but beautiful.
But yeah, you all clean up, pack what you can, your backpacks, and make your way out of Little Guy Private Eye and head over to the Talona district.
I think as we leave, Nissa turns the open sign to closed.
Ah,
Oh man.
Oof.
Wow.
All right. Well, the party makes their way over to the Tolona district. You go through the main streets where, as time, it still looks very similar, likened to how the rest of the city for all of you. There are just some buildings that have burnt down, but you do see a lot of like construction of either trying to put out smoldering flames or even just repairing or even dealing with the wounded, where people are just walking through the streets. And while you're in Tolona, you actually see a lot of the Burning Spire Guild that is helping out. It's pretty fun. They
Finally got their fucking shit together.
Yeah, you see that they all have their equipment on and all their armor and such, and they're going around helping out who's needed and whatnot. And you end up passing by the brass bears, where they give a little wave to you. And as you keep going, you walk past the House of the Solstice, where you see life clerics making their ways in and out, welcoming as much as we can. We actually see Iago leading the main charge of welcoming the wounded, and you pass on by.
I have a question, because this feels applicable right now. As you're saying, there's these wounded in the city. Is there any form of like blood or gore visible and around, like because there's been so much tragedy and loss, or is it more contained at this point?
I would say, with how wide of a city attack it is, there's blood and gore. There's people on stretchers. Okay. There's limbs that have been lost. There are people bleeding that have like mimic bite marks. They're like tooths stuck in people,
right?
Or even, and the more worse of the kind, there are some not distinguishable faces or even bodies from the elves that have just pummeled people of their brute strength. It's been rumors of how powerful the strength of the elves are, but seeing that side of people come in towards the, I think, northeast, where the Delcrook district is, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They're northeast. So like those people from the northeast side of Tolona that have experienced any kind of elves, you can see that.
So as we're walking through the streets, I think that Lycan can't help but absorb some of this blood into her roots, and suddenly there's like her eyes will become red and then back to their normal gold, and she can now see and is aware of the presence of creatures, as long as they are not constructs or undead. As long as they have blood, she can see them through walls, and she's aware of their presence within 60 feet. Is Iago alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
Okay. Cool. But that's like a constant feature she now has.
It's so epic.
And I think this is drawn on by her search for Riker and the want to find him.
Would you say that this is a scene of tragedy?
Oh yeah, Blood Hunter.
Yeah.
So as we walk through, Sig starts receiving visions of what has occurred in the city while he.
Okay, Sherlock.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not welcoming
Trauma
these visions.
flashback.
No, it's cool.
But it's
Oy.
and it's like it's one of those things where it's like this hasn't really happened before. He hasn't been in a place of such horror and tragedy where it has affected him. But he's starting to see flashes of people, like almost in the same way that he remembers the times of like Rathul taking people and killing them. He's getting to see all these people's final moments.
Is it like a blink and a flash, blink and a flash?
Yeah,
blink and a flash?
like every time he blinks, he sees something, and it's just like Sig has started to like wary, to slow down a bit, and just like struggle.
But yeah, you turn the corner, and you see the Pillar of Dragorum off to your left, and looks right now it's still still stands. I would say there's a different air about it since looking for the butcher, and now it's in this overcast across the city. There's just a different vibe to it of how it feels like a structure that it is a structure that was sturdy during the elven attack. But you make your way over. Leo, this is a very familiar sight.
Yes.
You do see Baldric just sitting there out with his stand. To all of you, you see a very refurbished and more elegant stand than his shabby wooden one. But he is out here. You see that like he's cooked a bunch of food and he's just giving free handouts to everyone that may need it if anyone has lost their home during the events. But as you all walk up, you see that he sees all of you. Hello, all of you. Leo, great
Hello.
to see you again.
Good to see you.
How did all of you fare?
We're doing well. We're just going around.
Well
we're
as we
here.
can be.
Well, yeah, well as we can be currently. Are you all good? We appreciate your help greatly. That was very, very, very graceful. Very grateful that you did that for us.
No, of course. Ulfric, he like I quickly said there, he has forged some new gate keys, so we have got to use some visitants to help aid the city and whatnot. And we actually saw, curious enough, we saw Brine. You have a visitant yourself.
Yep.
How'd you get that?
Brian's trying to think about whether or not he should say he stole it. I took it off of someone that we arrested.
Rosalind.
Yeah.
Good. Well, she was arrested. I mean, she created her own gate keys. They did not belong to the dwarves, so you did not steal from us. If that was what you were worried about.
This is wait. Sorry. Created the gate key.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
The Book of Fiermore. That's it. It's like a how-to guide for all visitants and whatnot. She stole it. She made her own gate keys, created her own bonds with visitants, and did the thing she did.
You know, we're heading out of town for a little bit. I was actually kind of wondering, is there any way while we're gone that I could maybe borrow that book and take a look at how to, better bond and control this one?
Well, I don't know how you could. Well, yes. I don't know the specifics, but we can definitely let's talk with Ulfric, and he'll be able to tell you everything. And he leads you off, and you do see Glass's tower that all of you have been before, but you actually kind of got like veer right, and you see this this long, I want to say, I don't know the word for it, but it's a long
Corridor?
No, just a house, a building.
Oh, just a
Hall?
log
Townhouse?
house?
It's stone. I know there's a name for the certain type of structure. Anyway, it's a long stone house. And you guys have to go up these stairs that are kind of like, it looks like it perfectly, what's the word? Carved out of the ground. Like it just blends right into the cobblestone streets. But you take a couple of steps and enter your way in where it is kind of dimly lit. It's pretty nice. But you do see that there are vents that kind of go up because there are some, let's say, like a lava pool for forging and whatnot. And even though it's not a fire, it's actually just straight up lava. And Leo, you can feel some magical energy that keeps it sustained, so it could stay lit.
Yeah.
At a very specific temperature. I would say this is actually something you're familiar with of how precise magic is in Torbidier,
Oh, yeah.
and you get those vibes. But you do see that there is another dwarf who's just swinging down a hammer, and on like this little metal piece. Right now, it doesn't have much of a shape, but like he's just started it. You see that it's glowing red hot. and he just kind of notices like a shift in the wind. Obviously, with the temperature shift, he like immediately stops, looks at all of you, and he's like, "Oh," heads it all down, pulls up his glasses where you can definitely see like soot that goes around. So he just has like clear spectacle, like, you know,
Imprints. Yeah.
imprints.
Oh.
Hello, I am Ulfric Goldenhoff.
Lycan's gonna hop up on Leo's shoulders and kind of tuck into him. Dwarves in general make her not too happy. And dwarves with glasses, especially.
Hello,
It's
Ulfric.
great to meet all of you. What brings you in today?
I mean, you had the key.
I mean,
The book
do you want
idea.
me to talk first, or do you?
I mean, I mean,
I know that you were talking about the
Baldric walks up. These lads wants to talk to you. All right. He like pats Brine on the back. Good luck. I have no idea about this magical stuff. I just sell spice. He just walks out the front door.
I love him.
I can help if you need.
Okay, hey, what's going on?
Foraging.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, we're going away for a little bit, and I have this, and he pulls out the visiting key, and I don't really know much about it, and I was wondering, we'll be back eventually. I was just wondering if I could potentially borrow the Book of Fear more for. I mean, how long do you guys think we'll be gone? Like
Hard to know.
a month,
A month seems like a good guess.
maybe 2.
Something around there.
We will be back. I will return it.
Roll persuasion.
I will give the help action.
And you could always do an oath.
Ooh. What?
You could do an oath to say that you will return the book.
Well, it's still
Persuasion, you said? That's gonna be an 18.
See if you
18.
roll a nat 20.
Oh, you need help?
Well, I would say as a
21.
I would say as a DM, Leo has said nothing to aid. So the
Yes,
only way you get advantage is if you do that.
I know this is a big thing for us to ask of you, is to take one of the books that was originally taken from you and give it back to you, and now to come back to us. But this will help. What happened here in the city might happen in other cities across everywhere. So if there's any way, even if we could get some sort of like written thing about something in the book or something that would be helpful for us to have.
Or even to look at it, I could take some quick notes as a summary. Or
Yes. That would be greatly
Want
appreciated.
to know a particular thing, Brine, that's important? Then I can go to that section and make notes.
I mean, I kind of just want the whole book, to be
Well-
honest. I don't really know what I'm looking for. I just want to read more about it.
Yeah. Whatever you're able to give us, it would help us greatly.
That is quite the price. Interestingly enough. Well, first, you do make a good case. But how did you come in? Did you make your own key?
No, well, I was gonna say I found it. That's not exactly true. We arrested one of the butcher's associates and took the key off of him.
I forget his name, but it's Morn.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, totally. Let me see. Let me see the key.
Hand it over.
And he takes it, and you see that he takes out this monocle and he starts inspecting it. This actually belongs to Rosalind.
How can you tell just by looking at it?
It's the bond that a summoner makes with the visitant is very special. And even though she probably had the book, I don't think that I don't think that the butcher's associate would have had the capacity to summon it, unless specified by the user, the summoner.
So, you're saying that I should probably start making my own keys to have better attachments to visitants?
That would be a good first step in direction, but I'm curious. So probably what Rosalind has allowed is that whoever holds the key is be able to summon it. I mean, I'm sure there's more specific stuff, but I have no idea how you're able to summon it. But nonetheless, know that if Rosalind doesn't come back, the bond will be broken, and you will have a bondless visitant in this key. And it might not listen to you. So I'll be more than willing for you to give this book to you so that you can learn how to create a bond yourself with it.
That would be great.
How much have you been using this?
I've used it 3 times so far.
And how long ago was Rosalind separated from it?
Oh, I mean, a few days ago, probably like 3.
Yeah, he starts walking down to like a little bookshelf that's like way, like you can actually see like it's the entire, this is probably like a 60-foot long room. But you just see him like walk all the way down to like a bookcase, and he just walks right back up. I would give this to you now.
Do you think the bond's going to break soon? Is that why you're...
Potentially, yes.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, by looking at it, you have a greater visitant. They are nasty beast. So let's let you know there are a couple levels of visitants. You have lessers, common, greater, and grand visitants. And obviously you need to have a deeper connection the higher you go up. So having an access to a greater visitant, especially having access to a Kindra, I'm sure you have seen some of its destructive power.
Is that what the Kindra? Is that the name of it?
Mm-hmm.
Like its name, or its like species name?
The species name.
Oh, okay.
Yes, is a Kindra. So take the book, read it, learn as much as you can. It basically tells you how to create a bond with visitants. And potentially down the line, if you ever so choose, you could also create your own gate keys. It will require some material components. Not too sure, but you can always come back here or even go up to Torbadir. I'm sure there can be some arcane smiths that could assist in the process and have the materials you would require.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. He's gonna flip 1 gold into his hand.
I don't think this was needed, but thank you.
I think it was needed. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Safe travels to you all.
Thank you.
I will say there's something more we wanted to inquire about that. I kind of look to the group being like, how much should I say? Kind of look. I don't know if you can glean that from a look, but Lycan might be able to.
Look, yeah. What do you want to tell them?
Oh, well, what should I? Is the thing.
About
The elves, what we're doing. Where we're going.
They probably can know.
All right. Our travels are to try to track down the elves, the ones who have left, to try to stop them from doing what they did. Like Brine alluded to us, to other places. So we're trying to follow them in the most efficient but safe way possible. And I know you all know a lot of magic. We talked about something like your rocks, which are so powerful. Obviously, there's a lot of us, and we wouldn't want to. We don't know what you have, and we don't necessarily want to take everything from you. But I was just wondering if you had any ideas about how to travel efficiently and sustainably for all of us. If you don't, that's okay. I just thought we'd ask.
I don't think that Hendrik would potentially have anything for you. I mean, in terms of us, of how we got here, there was a couple trips. Because Hendrik, Annika, and Thrain have their own rocks, and it can carry 2 dwarves. I don't know what mathematical limits for the skyjack trainers, but it took us a couple of trips to get down here. But I would just say, where are you heading? Are you going on a road or?
Well, we're headed in the direction of the Yaharan Devrai.
Currently on the road of the Vaxis.
Oh, Yaharan. Are the elves going for the Kitsune?
That seems to be the case.
That makes sense. Petty revenge. I would say you can just follow the road there. It is. I wouldn't veer off, obviously, because it's a road, but
Follow the yellow brick
I am
road.
not familiar with any of the travel except from the sky from here to Torbadir.
Pardon me, but you just said petty revenge?
Oh, yes. I mean, it's common knowledge that the Kitsune were the ones that put the runes on the elves.
Great common knowledge to know.
Yeah.
You know, back
Can
to
I-
the Battle of the
would
First Right. Have you...
Would we have known that ahead of, like, would we know that as a group?
Some of, I feel like
Well,
not all
Probably
of us.
Battle of the Last Right, yes. Probably not that part.
Might I know that part from the amount of reading I've done? I know it's limited to the
I probably
livery.
wouldn't say so.
Okay, that's so fine.
Yeah. But yeah, first of you guys heard that.
Would I, since I know maybe knows elf stuff, I don't know.
I don't. I mean, you can. I don't think so. Depending, I don't know your relationship with Service.
Yeah.
So I would assume you were very secluded.
Mm-hmm. True.
But yeah.
Can you elaborate a little more? Because I feel that... I apologize. How old are you, Offric?
Ha. I am. How are dwarves? 230 years.
Well, that outpaces us quite a bit. No offense, not in like a you're old kind of way, but in like a you're older than us kind of way. Most of us are.
You must have a lot of knowledge.
Certainly haven't been around that long, and so I
Yeah.
think we missed the boat of that knowledge a little bit.
Yeah, I mean the genocidal scourge ended around 150 years ago. I'm sure all of you are familiar. I hope all of you are familiar with your history.
Yes.
Yes.
I at least have that much.
But it was known as the Battle of the Last Right, and it happened between Senthin Lake and Nature's Fjord. I believe it's where your... I do know where it is. We flew over it. It's where Akila is. We had to avoid it. That was quite the travel whenever I was flying with them.
And how long did you say that you've been in Conamantha itself?
I mean, we came like at least 2 months, to my recollection.
And Aquila was there?
Yeah. Why? Why would Aquila not be there?
Just asking.
All right, yeah. I mean, the Crimson Stag is a Crimson Stag. Fucking huge creature, let me tell you. Like, the size probably of this district.
That is quite big.
Very massive. Some would say gargantuan.
That's a good level of
That was a
measurement.
DM joke.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all this information.
Of course.
We appreciate it.
Safe travels. We did not. The dwarves did not interact with any elves, but they are a nasty business. Whenever I was alive and a wee child.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Absolutely. You've given us plenty of knowledge, Ulfric. Thank you.
Of course.
Would I be able to really quickly just go to Glass's place? See
Sure.
if he's there. Is he there?
Yeah, he's there.
Okay. I just want to go in there. Want to call out Glasses.
you see the rotating library that he has of all the different bookshelves. And over time, you see very similar to whenever you guys handed all the books back and kind of had your little goodbyes during Arc 2.
Mhm.
You see his platform slowly come down, and that he is just writing away in one of his desks, but he just puts his quill down, turns around. Leo.
Hello. We're about to head out of the city to try to stop the elves that attacked. I wanted to also say thank you for helping out. And I also wanted to say thank you for helping me when I came in here. I have a lot of things I still need to figure out, and getting at least one step in the right direction was I'm very thankful for what you've done for me. I'm still figuring out what I do and what I am, but I appreciate the perspective you've put upon me and the help you've given me. And he puts out his hand to shake his hand.
It is my pleasure. And he goes to shake your hand. Yes, pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say to you, is thanks.
Good luck.
You as well. As he leaves.
Right. You all make your way out, outside of the Dwarven Quarter.
So then, carriage?
I suppose so.
Carriage seems like a good idea.
I feel like we might tire faster if we're on foot and, yeah.
Alone, yes.
Cool. Instead of Elxor trying to roleplay it out and explain the travel rules, I'm just going to explain the travel rules to you to make this nice and easy.
Yay!
Get ready for some math, folks, because I had a horrible time making this. But turns out, in D&D, travel rules exist. Do I like them? No.
Fire.
I used a little bit of it, but not all of it, and I made some additions. So here's how this is gonna work. We have two options of travel: forced march and vehicle march. Forced march, you have two different type of paces, because they did offer a couple, but I was just like, this is crazy. You have your fast pace, which is 4 miles an hour, meaning that you can walk. It's 15 minutes a mile. And if none of you have ever hiked before at that pace,
That sounds.
That's an insane.
that's an insane
That
pace.
sounds like
wild.
hell.
You're like lightly jogging or like you're super fast walking.
I would
Oh,
die.
I forgot I have a long stride. I was like, that's normal. What are you talking about? I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you have fast paced, which is 4 miles an hour.
Oh, I'm so tall and big.
I was like 15 minutes to do a mile? Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, but at an 8 hour for 8 hours?
Yeah.
No.
I once walked,
No.
I once walked 20 miles in a day. In 8 hours.
All right, folks.
All right.
Socials,
Wow.
we're campaign casters going on a hike to prove this.
Oh, God.
And we're absolutely not.
I'm just going to be puking on the trail.
That's what
Anyway,
And we took an hour for lunch. I'm sorry.
no, you're
Okay.
fine.
All right.
So thinking that there
Still
are,
on my-
with the DM ruling, there are 3 people in this party who could do that pace, and then the rest, I would say that's not so much. Going from city life to straight hiking, your body is not accustomed to that type of physical strength that you would need and endurance for that day. So the pace that you guys would have is that it would be fast at 4 miles an hour, and you would have to take a rest 6 hours in, meaning that you would travel 24 miles, and that you would have to take a long rest in 8-hour period. Now, however, well, I'll say this too. And the other pace you can choose is normal, where you walk 2 miles an hour, but you can travel 10 hours, but you can travel 10 hours until you're tired, and you would have to take a rest. But you would travel 20 miles, and you would need a 6-hour rest period before you can go again. you can, if the party chooses to, decide to continue marching, and for each additional hour beyond the limit of the pace, each character or animal, if we end up doing animals, like carriage and whatnot, even for Annika or beast or visitant, you would have to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of the hour, and then the DC increases each additional hour and has its modifiers there. Certain marches have certain rules, and depending on however it goes, but on a failed saving throw, a character suffers a level of exhaustion. Also, there are certain spells that can give certain bonuses too. Haste and restoration will also give certain bonuses when you're exceeding past the hour pace. For forced march, Gael will not be able to transcribe during the march, and you would only need to do it during rest. There are some, since there is a special rule with forced march, if you guys continue to do the fast pace like continuously, like one after the other, there will be greater modifiers to the DCs, and there will be consequences if you continue to do fast paced march.
It is my own actions.
Yeah. Or the other one is vehicle march, where you have two options. You have a carriage, and both of these options operate at 3 miles an hour. For the carriage, it'll be 8 hours until the creatures that pull are tired, meaning that you can travel 24 miles in a day, and you would need an 8-hour rest period for those creatures. In addition, the carriage can hold up to 600 pounds. This is where weight is also going to become a thing. And I'll get into that later. A wagon, you can travel 9 hours until you're tired, meaning you travel 27 miles in a day, and you have an 8-hour rest period. However, there is a 400-pound weight limit, so a lighter load. You can travel further, do more distance. For the equipment weight, a week's worth of travel, each person would carry 36 pounds.
What about them who don't eat?
Them who don't eat, you guys could carry other things as well.
Items, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but for everyone else, 36 is like the normal weights, and where you have nothing. And once you go up, there will be certain strength bonuses that you would need to have to be able to hold that weight. For example, if we do 2 weeks worth of travel, each person would have to carry 50 pounds on their back. And that would exclude you two, but that would be everyone else. So traveling a week versus 2 weeks, there will be certain stuff, but if you have the carriages, you can throw that weight onto the carriage and wagon.
And there's no towns along our way where we can stock up.
It's only from Conamanther, to Fakerfa.
It's the Oregon Trail.
I was gonna
we're
say
playing
we should.
Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think we should direct line it. Just
So what?
direct line it. Do the 1 week instead of the 2 week and stopping at a city.
It's gonna feel more doable.
Well, I think either way, we don't stop at a city. We stock up a week's worth of food,
Oh,
And then we'll
versus
hunt
two.
the
or
rest
we
of it.
and then we hunt the rest of it, or we have 2 weeks worth of food and just.
But I think our hunting chances are really great. I
Yeah.
can see all living creatures. And
Yeah.
Oh!
she can probably-
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You're an archer.
Take that and swallow it, Nick.
You're an archer.
Gulp.
I can hide
And I
in
can be on your back,
shadows.
and you can be
Yeah.
really fast. Like,
Yeah.
I
True.
feel like we actually are very primed to hunt.
We don't need to carry any food, actually. We can just make it.
Hilarious.
all that math
No.
you did, Nick.
I
Yeah.
also do have grasping arrows, so I can actually shoot things in place with.
Yeah.
So actually, we're fine.
Okay, you remember, Campaign 2, Matt Mercer, this is how I feel. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
he made the whole, ship battle rules and had the whole thing,
That's
that's what just happened. Cool. Let's do it.
Or like Brennan in that lava pool.
And no one's vegetarian, right? Like if we're eating animals, we're cool.
I'm vegan.
Yeah.
Brine.
No.
Brine is vegan.
Right, it's vegan.
pescatarian.
We'd probably fight
That's
it.
probably what I'm used to.
Yeah, not by choice, by necessity.
Oh, yeah.
You've definitely eaten meat in the city.
So I believe that the best method would probably be, if we do not want to carry 2 weeks worth of food, We go 1 week worth of food, we hunt the rest, take the cart, so that way we only have to carry 400 pounds if we need. We don't have to.
Well, the wagon. The wagon can carry
400.
400.
Carriage can carry 600.
This is already out of character for a second.
Yeah.
Here's my thing: is then we can't all be in the thing. All
Hold on.
right.
DM fixing rules.
Okay.
Change to the rules. 600 pounds of equipment.
Okay.
Oh.
Aha.
Carriage.
Oh, we're fine.
We'll have 4 seats. Wagon 2.
Oh.
All right, so carriage.
Yeah,
Carriage.
doesn't change.
The carriage awaits.
All right.
We must be gone.
What if someone's like is there a lap option? Like, is this like an airplane where it's like
because Lycan is little.
Yeah, I guess you could sit
Lycan and I can.
2 spots where like the reins are, and then Lycan could fit in the middle.
All right. So we can.
Does anyone have proficiency with land vehicles?
I do not.
Is that what it is?
Certainly not.
I have. Oh wait, no, that's a weapon. Never mind.
Potter's tools.
It says.
Wait.
I don't think I have this in my inventory, so I don't know why it says it. But apparently, I'm proficient with whip, so I could.
Guys,
on the
don't
reins.
worry. I have proficiency with playing cards.
Oh.
Me too.
Hey.
I got you with the
Beautiful.
alchemist
Out of the
supplies.
playing cards,
What do I
make 'em go
have?
boom.
I don't.
I have a bunch of instruments that I don't actually have because I had to select them.
What's everyone's animal handling?
Terrible.
I have a +3.
Plus
Is
0.
Plus 0.
You have a +0. Oh, mine's a +4.
Annika's basically a person.
I don't know why. I would, but Gael has theory, not practice. But yeah, I have a +4. I mean, I've read about these sorts of things about working with animals. I've read about a lot of things. I've never done it before, but I also need to write. I can't write and also help with the.
This is true.
I mean, Zillianak, there are Grimalkin herders and all this other stuff, so I'm familiar with it. I could also be of assistance.
I can probably sit up front with you.
Worst case scenario, I can also have Annika try to convince the other Grimalkin to follow
That would
along.
be helpful. Certainly. All right. That sounds like a plan. We get a carriage with Grimalkin, and me and Lycan will sit in the back and right, and the rest will sit there, and then Nissa will be on Annika, and Leo will hold on.
Yes, Leo and I can scout ahead whenever needed, and
Yeah.
that way we take care of things.
I glow, so if we need like a light
In front.
ahead of us.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. It's loading time. So you guys, so just to speed things up, Tyvar Krell has said that he would help you guys get your supplies of whatever you would need. So I would assume all of you would go to where he is.
Yes.
Quick description with that is that he is he kind of made this hub where like the Mistral Assembly is, and there's just a lot of other people. So like the Mistral Assembly, like right now, no one's at the Capitol, especially with everything that has happened. The remaining senators and magistrates and all like the high officials operate in the Mistral Assembly now, and there have been some places that, since it's like right into the mountain, it is now acting as like a service center and like a sanctuary for people, like the very extremely wounded, and trying to figure out how to do city stuff and then do that. So you guys go there. You're able to talk to him about it and quickly get that. So I have written out a couple of things of what exactly you guys want to take and what their weight is, so we can start doing some fun math. You guys have a 600-pound weight limit for all equipment.
Hello, listeners. The party spent the next 30 minutes discussing math and equipment for the carriage. We decided to cut that for you. Our traveling investigators stocked up on 3 40-pound water barrels, 5 blankets, 5 bedrolls, cooking utensils, 2 weeks' worth of rations, and book supplies for Gael to copy Whitmore's journal, totaling to 540 pounds of supplies for the trip.
All right. Wonderful. So all of you packed up your carriage and say your goodbyes to Kodamanther.
See ya.
And you guys make your way outside of the city. Right. Who are we having pulling the carriage?
So how many Grimmelkin would we need to pull the carriage?
Just one.
Just one. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They powerful cats.
Yeah.
Well, so then we need one additional past Annika because there's no way that Annika's pulling
Yeah,
me,
that's what we're saying. Additional.
Leo, the entire car.
How much is a Grimmelkin?
We have money.
50 gold pieces for a Grimmelkin.
That's fine. Oh, Nissa will expend that.
Thank you, Nissa.
Nissa
We
has
now
2
have
pets.
2 Grimmelkins. 3 Grimmelkins. How many Grimmelkins do we have?
2.
Oh. What do you guys name the Grimmelkin?
All right. I believe I'm going to call this Grimmelkin.
Jeff.
Lina.
Lina.
I like that.
All of you have make your way. I will also say, Gael, since if you are riding in a carriage, you can start spending your time. I would say, doing all of this, we like trying to get all the supplies, figuring all out. I would say that roughly took, let's say, 4 hours. I think that's generous.
That
Well,
is
to go to, like,
that is
to-
generous.
to Tolona and
That is generous.
No, yeah.
So 58.
54 hours. I mean, it's like Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So as you guys load up into the carriage and make your way out of the city, 54 hours now remain. And you are now traveling at 3 miles an hour. You'll have 8 hours until the Grimmelkins need rest. As you make your way through
Moving right along.
the gates and the walls of Kodamanther, you start to see that the city, even though you can see the entire governmental district and the cliff that oversees the screes, as you slowly move away, you are kind of in an open area of where there are some trees burst out every once in a while, but you start to go into the tree line, and the city slowly starts to disappear and become smaller, smaller, and smaller. As you travel, the clouds have slowly started to disappear. There is, even though it is now more towards the evening, or like late afternoon of sorts, you do see the sun that slowly starts to make its way, but it brightens up the day. You see a bright blue sky, and with the wind that caresses your skins, your bark, your magical aura, that it gives you a feeling of hope, per se, that you are now embarking on something new with the 7 of us together. As we travel, Gael, can you make your first Arcana roll?
Well, can Lycan give me the help action? Because we said we were going to work on the
Lycan
runes
could.
together.
Yeah, Lycan can.
All right. Oh my god, that's not great. But. So, my high roll was a 4, which means it's a 16.
Hey, Elxidor.
What?
Elxidor, give Gael
I have a
whatchamacallit.
plus 12 to Arcana.
Jesus.
It's a 16.
What is it? Doesn't Elxidor have
I have guidance.
guidance?
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Elxidor, get in
does-
there. Give some guidance.
Yeah, I can give some guidance. You get 2, so you get 18.
Oh, I get 2? Great. 18.
Cool. Even though that was enough, but I still like it.
I think Elxidor would want to help out.
Oh yes, no, of course.
Elxidor's
I
at the
can't,
front, just
I
like-
can't believe I have a plus 12 to Arcana.
As you start to go into your first, I don't know the math, but it's like your first chapter. here is what you learn as you start to make this copy. Obviously, I don't know, like, have you told everyone about who Wenrick is and whatnot?
We've had brief conversation.
I don't know if I told everyone, but it wasn't a secret, so probably it came up. I think that's general knowledge. That can be general knowledge.
Cool. All right. Yeah, just a little refresh for new listeners. Wenrick Whitmore is a champion of Oris Phyra. He is a wandering toxologist that knows all poisons and cures. He's been cursed with immortality, but has contracted a disease that is slowly killing him and taking him over, hence the scar across his face. But throughout this book, he is trying to find a cure. And for the centuries that you have started to read in this first chapter, it is that this curse that he has is beyond divine magic. And in his search for an answer, he has stumbled upon the art of rune casting. It was not a gift from the gods nor an inherited ability, but the construct of the kitsune, bound by the laws of energy and balance. Unlike spellcasting, which draws upon the innate magical or divine will, runecasting offers a framework, a method of harnessing the world's energies, of the careful arrangement of symbols and intent. As you know, this is a language known as Kelton, and there are 3 subscriptures that go into it: Callan, Zybin, and Beneficium. The sigils, the schools of magic, and the words of power. In the first chapter, you learn the nexus of life and decay. Oris Phyra's domain teaches that poisons and cure are 2 faces of the same truth. Wenrick's studies in runecasting has revealed that life and energy is not opposed to death, but it exists in a reoccurring cycle. This is all that you learn.
I like to think of this like writing as like you're not really understanding what you're writing, you're just creating the shapes,
which
and like
that
is
is what
understanding
I'm very good at
like
doing.
helping tweak the symbols to like inform the meaning. And
Yeah, I would say to some degree you're also like this.
Like
is...
I'm taking in the information. I miss there's like the runes themselves don't mean anything to me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a direct translation. Obviously, I can read common.
Yeah.
But I think the actual rune casting is. But also, I think Gael is less focused on the content and more on creating a perfect copy right now, which is exactly what they have been trained to do.
All right.
Psst, Brine. Psst.
I'm looking at you. Do you want me to
Just
verbally
making sure.
respond?
No.
Because this is a podcast medium.
Yeah, this is
So what did do I know it's Ynir? Have you said the name of the demon out
Great
loud?
question.
Have I said its name?
I don't know if you have.
I know. I was thinking about that.
So the
don't
demon
know.
that wants the book, have they told you why they want the book?
I mean, I think you can probably take a good guess.
Just more power.
I would imagine as much. He's an old demon, from what I can tell. So
Because Whitmore in the book, he's the focus of the book is trying to find a cure to a curse. So
the focus of the whole book.
pretty much.
Okay.
So if your demon wants the book specifically, probably they're trying to cure something in particular. If they're trapped in the sword,
he wants out.
maybe. Probably. I would want out if I was stuck in a sword.
And he'll get out if I give him the book.
Maybe.
Then what does that mean for your deal? Because if you lose the sword,
But if he loses you, he loses agency, the ability to find help. You have a bargaining chip, I think.
Have I already tried to look for the name Ynir?
In your book?
Not in my book, but just like in generally with my knowledge of fiends. And
I don't think you have.
can I think back and see if that's something I recognize?
Sure.
All right. How bad's my history? Oh, that's not terrible.
Can I help?
I've got advantage. It's a
Okay.
fiend. It's not great. It's a 12.
12. I would say that as in terms of demons and and devils as well, you're searching for the name Ynir.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that name doesn't even pop up.
Cool.
And usually, from your understanding, is that from what the material world does have on demons and devils, demons are rarely mentioned. There was a war in Delcana, and devils came out on top, where the demons, they are slaves and servants to the devils. You would find more devil names, but demons are not important in their eyes.
And is Rathul a demon or a devil?
Both are demons.
Both are demons.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
You can say that.
No, you're good.
Go DM.
Go.
Yeah. But you all continue in Helloxhurst, the biome that Aquila protects. And as you travel through, make some perception checks.
All
All of you.
Dirty 20.
Perception time.
Boo. 21.
21.
18.
That's another one of my crazy stats. I got in the
16.
I rolled a 1. I got it. It's a 9. It's a natural 1.
22.
I would say, as you're passing, for those that have higher rolls, I don't know about you, Gael.
My 21.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are focused on a task, but like this.
Well, there you go.
Fair.
Yeah. But
We have other high rolls.
yeah, you all start to take in the scenery of this biome. You see that there are many different type of trees. You can spot there's oak, pine. That's the extent that I know in I don't even know the biome that I'm talking about.
Minecraft.
Yep.
There's
Minecraft.
birch,
Dark
there's
oak.
spruce.
Started
Dark
thinking
oak.
about
Yeah.
Minecraft.
But in this type of vegetation that you find, there's not a lot of like evergreen trees or anything like that. It's just more of like those spruce, pine, birch, and other trees that.
I'm a birch.
Oh, are you?
It's true.
Hell yeah. But yeah, you
I'm
find
a bad birch.
Yes.
sticker it, sticker.
That is
Birch.
that's such a sticker.
Write that down.
I'm a bad birch.
That's a
That's-
really good
that's great.
sticker.
And that's sick as fuck.
or a bad witch? I'm a bad witch.
it's
That's
it's
awesome.
so good. Wait, I want that. I want that soundbite to make a
I'm
video
gonna
with
quote
Lycan.
you.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Sorry,
no,
Nick.
no, you're okay. But you just take in the scenery around you, and there are some, I would say, depending on how you view nature, but very serene and beautiful spots. A lot more tranquil, and might be something that you're more familiar with, even though open fields of grass is something probably you're around there. But you feel a kindred to this. But it's strange in the sense that there's a disconnect that you feel since you just haven't been in nature for all this time and and all of you have just spent your time in the city. And some, like Elxidor and Gael, spent their whole time in the city. But you just find certain moments of a babbling brook, a hill that goes up, and maybe you find just like a fallen tree that has slowly started to decay, but it gives a very interesting shape of how nature itself has started to grow around it or even in it to show the circle of life of how everything that goes around comes around. And you guys continue to travel. There's not much energy that you need to expend, but you take your snack breaks, you drink your water as needed. And could I have one of you roll a d6?
I think Jake wants to do it.
4.
4. Okay. I would say, let me look.
The card explodes. We all die in a fire.
No.
It's over. It's over.
Oh.
TPK.
Nissa, as you're riding Annika, what's a thought that Nissa has as they are back on the road?
Nissa's leading charge, trying to scout ahead, just having Annika dip and dive in between the broken down trees and the shadows and light that filter through the tree leaves above as Leo kind of coasts behind. And I think Nissa takes a deep breath in, looking around, taking in the sights, remembering what it was like to walk on their way down through these woods to Conamanther. But also, as they look into the shadows, start to think about the fact that they're getting closer to their mistress. And they continue just moving forward with both the serenity and the anxiety creeping behind.
As you all continue, hours pass, and slowly, the Grommelkins, you can feel, Elxidor will slowly over time start to see that after, I would say, like looking at Annika of how like energy is expended for a Grommelkin, of where the tiredness, the playfulness of having Annika around, this Grommelkin probably looks spent, and he'll just say, "All right, everyone. I believe the Grommelkin might need some rest. Gael, you're good with hours. How many have we? Never mind. You're on a task.
No, I've gotten a lot done. Ask me the question.
All right. How many hours do you think it's been?
How would I would know because yes, I do. I think about 8 hours.
Okay. I think this Grommelkin is looking quite tired. Nissa, how's Annika?
Annika's getting toward her end for the day.
All right. Do you think you could scout up ahead and find a nice spot for us to rest?
Absolutely. We can absolutely do that, especially with
I
the
can
light.
help too.
That'd be
Yes.
perfect.
Cool. All right. We'll slow down just a bit. We'll just stay on the road, but you two can go and search.
Okay.
All right.
Roll some survival checks for me.
Survival.
I have a +4 in.
Survival.
Waiting.
Oh man, I got a 10 flat.
It's a pretty die, though.
Excuse me. I got a 12.
A 12. I would say there's a spot. I will say that as you're traveling, it's kind of, it all looks the same. Because I mean, like, how far do you guys think? Do you want to stay on the road? Do you think that you would veer off to the road? And if so, how far?
I think as they're going, like, looking for places, Leo, I think it would be good to stay near the path, not entirely away from it,
Yeah.
but not directly on it in case there are unfavorable guests
Yes.
on the roads.
That's very true. We can be a little on the side, but keep the path in our vision.
Sight, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that you find that spot, and something that is really easy to distinguish. You find just like this large boulder. Be like, cool, this is the spot. And you're able to come back to the group and inform them of the spot.
Yeah. Say we easily lead everyone over.
Yeah.
All right, and you all start to go off. You're off the road and unpack for the night. It is right now, with the amount of hours that you've traveled, it's definitely dark.
Yeah.
Evening where the sun has set, but there's still just enough light where you can quickly just start unloading everything, get up your bedroll, and maybe start to get a fire going. But
Gail's gonna look around, and I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but give me a second. And they open their book and they start drawing kind of what they imagine a house in the woods would be. So
Yeah.
kind of log cabin-y. And with a little flick that lifts out of their page and expands. And this is Liamon's tiny hut.
Aw.
And 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome. Spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of weather outside. Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose. So there's my little log cabin-y flavor. But it is transparent from the inside, so we can see what's going on. A house, perhaps. I want to make sure we're safe.
A house.
Gail, this is so cool.
Thank you.
Well
It's
done.
made of trees.
I hope that's okay. They're not like real.
No, I know. I can
trees.
tell they're not real trees. It's okay.
Yeah. Magic trees. Fake magic trees. And they're just like clearly a little
Fake
like
magic trees.
zombied from focusing on the book for too long, but like still happy that it worked.
Yay.
I'm gonna activate my flame rights and then like snap together a fire. It's 2 damage.
there you go. Yeah, that wood takes that damage.
Oh, I could
No,
have done
for
that
him,
without.
for his-
I could have
Oh.
done. I could have done that without you taking damage.
That's too late.
Are you
Okay.
making the fire outside or inside?
I would probably put it like
Outside.
close enough that we
Yeah,
could still
just
get the warmth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be inside, and there could be a magical vent that just allows.
Yeah,
some
no,
light.
it's
Or
I-
chimney.
I can't see why
Well,
that would be a
chimney.
problem.
Yeah.
It would be a chimney in my little log cabin.
All right. Well, you guys have set up camp. 46 hours remain.
Do you
Ga-
think it's the... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Gail, you have spent 8 hours completing the book.
46 hours. That's 2 days.
10 hours remain for you to continue.
Yeah. Is that limited to a day? Can I keep work?
You can keep working.
Well, okay. So just to get a sense of how this works, you said it's going to take 18 hours.
Mhm.
I've worked for 8 hours. Is there a limit on how much I can work in a day?
Nope, not at all.
Great. And you said there's... I can't math.
An 8-hour rest period.
No. I'm talking about how long we have until...
We have 46 hours left.
46 hours.
Oh,
I think knowing that...
I'd stay up with you.
I don't want to stay up too long, but maybe I'll work on it for just a little bit more.
well,
Maybe
shouldn't someone take watches anyways?
That's true. I don't know how. Well, Lycan and I can take first watch, kind of multitask. If there's both of us, I feel like we can multitask. Maybe I'll work on it for 2 more hours, and then I'll still have enough time to sleep.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to work
Don't-
on it for...
Don't work yourself too hard, Gail.
I won't. I have 2 more in me. It's okay.
Okay.
We're gonna rest.
I'll take next watch then. So
Okay.
whenever you're good.
And I need a third.
I'll take a 3rd watch.
All right.
Oh, I wanted to take a watch. Boo.
You got
You
the
can-
next day.
You can
You
take
could
my
take it with
watch.
Sig. You could get some valuable bonding time.
That's also true.
Watch together.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I
All
shall alone.
I'll stay with you because I only need 4 hours of
Ah,
sleep
there you
anyway.
go.
All right. Gail and Lycan, you take your first watch. Everyone starts to go to sleep.
And I'm gonna work on the book. Do I need to roll again?
Yes, you do.
Do I get help again?
Yeah, you can have help.
Please roll better this time. Oh, that's
That's better.
beautiful. 25.
25. Okay.
Yay.
Cool.
He's like, you needed to get a 30. No.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, the AC was 47.
Yeah.
Freaking crazy.
Cool. But yeah, no, I mean, the DC does increase, but that's good.
So far, you're succeeding.
That's
gonna
good.
do it for you, I assume.
Yeah. So
And I think as the night goes on, Lycan's getting more and more obsessive about like the flare needs to go that way on the rune. It needs to be specifically to the left, and there needs to be 2 dots. And don't crinkle the page. Don't crinkle the page like that, Gail. Don't.
I'm not crinkling the page.
It just needs to be. It just needs to be.
I
just
appreciate
right.
you helping, but like this is like the thing that I do.
Okay,
I appreciate your help. It's just like the hovering makes it worse.
sorry.
It's okay.
I'm watching. I'm just taking watch now. I won't even look at it.
I promise I'll ask you if I need more help.
Okay.
I will be aware of my limits.
I'm watching.
She keeps glancing over at the book. You can watch as long as you don't like. It's fine.
as for the rest of the day, here's what both of you learn from this book. There is an exchange in rune casting, or there's an exchange in rune construction. Magic requires a cost, and rune casting follows strict rules of energy. One must give in order to take. Wenric has discovered that certain materials, such as mycelium-infused parchment, enhance the stability of runes without excessive expenditure. As a little bonus to like him. But
I think I knew that already. I think Lycan knew that from the Brothers 3. But yes, good.
yeah,
Wait, what was that last part again?
Mycelium paper makes it easier.
Some
Less taxing.
materials enhance runes, like
I'll tell you that.
mycelium paper.
yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've got runic chalk. I think
you
I'm
would have known
aware
that.
of things.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah.
But as you continue, you learn some more things. You learn the binding of the physical and the arcane. Unlike spells, which fade after casting, runes have permanence. Wenric has explored the process of etching runes into living tissue, a very dangerous practice, but one he's able to offer a path to sustaining regenerative magic beyond its usual limits to suppress it. But when runes, but that is the end of that chapter as you continue to go. And you learn another one, the principle of resonance. When runes are placed in proximity, they influence one another, either amplifying or nullifying effects. He has begun to map combinations that yield stable results, though some are unpredictable, but they are intriguing reactions to him nonetheless. Alas, still no cure.
Do you think, reasonably speaking, as I'm looking at this, I might remember that Frist had something that looked like a rune? Because he did show us the kill switch directly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And you would, and I will say, Lycan, you were the one next to the body of Calhoun when he died.
Oh, and he
So
had
you
one of
would've
He
those
had
seen
one
it
of
as
those
well.
too.
But we didn't know what it meant at the time.
Yes, but
I
you
see.
knew that he had a rune on him.
Something.
Okay.
I think as I'm looking and I think about runes that I've seen before, I would share with Lycan that I saw one on Frist that he called a kill switch. I suppose that's another thing a rune can do. They can be powerful, as we know that. I just remembered. I haven't been thinking about it, but looking at all of these jogged my memory.
Could you draw it?
I can try. I'm not going to do it in the book.
No.
Certainly. So I'll like, Gail is a little nervous about doing this but they know they don't rune cast, so maybe they're like, well, maybe probably do nothing. So they're gonna tear out part of a page in the back of their personal journal.
This is bad.
This
Wait.
is frightening.
Yeah.
This is frightening.
I have some ideas.
This
But...
is a bad idea.
Uh-huh.
I mean, okay, I can show you,
D100
but I'm
on
worried.
the rune
I'm
list.
worried what that might do, because it's a rune that's supposed to kill you.
Oh,
I don't want to.
But you don't have. You.
But if anyone
Haven't-
can rune cast, I mean, I'm not saying it's a given, but Sig learned by trying.
That's true.
I could draw like a fracture. I could draw like the elements of it.
Yeah. I would
Without
say-
putting them together.
I would say you would have a pretty good basic understanding. Like, I mean, especially with your scribing, I would say you at this point have more than well enough, like, have understand and how to, like, it takes a hot second, but like to decipher Kelton, and I would say you would have, I mean, at disadvantage, but you would be able to do one of the subscriptures.
Great. Can I like not put them together?
Yes, you can.
Great. Am I rolling?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going with these dice, I guess.
Arcana.
Well, there you fucking go. 17?
17. I would say that you create a necrotic sigil pretty expertly well.
You're really good at that, Gael.
Thank you. I just remember it well. I don't think it's like a magical thing. But thank you.
Yeah. Is there anything that you do with the sigil now that you have it drawn?
Did I split it up in parts so it's not the full thing to go?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So hopefully this is disassembled so it won't do anything. It still makes me nervous.
We can destroy it. I just wanted to see
Yes.
it.
And I will remember it again if it becomes useful.
Cool.
Okay. But maybe that can help you. I hope so. I'm gonna.
Do I see a likeness in the handwriting, like not Gael's handwriting, but the writing of the rune to the cave writings I saw that were number 3s?
That might be hard because
I know
I'm
that that's like
rewriting
lots
it.
of steps.
I feel like
but-
that might be too many degrees of separation.
Yeah, I don't think there would be any way of discerning.
That's fine.
Well, yeah. So the roof. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll do that
it's.
It's too many.
I don't
That's
think.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Gail, roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Why am I rolling a sleight of hand check?
You're sorry. I had prematurely. What will you do with these?
I'm gonna burn it
Cool.
in
Roll-
the fire.
Roll sleight of hand for me
What?
as you handle these different elements together.
That doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna die. It's okay.
The fire's gonna die, actually.
Nick knows he can't get you in combat, so
Yeah,
True, I
this is
shouldn't
my
have
one
said that.
way.
Sleight of hand. 16.
16. It's pretty good. I'd say you easily start like just tossing in the fire, but whenever you get to the sigil, the necrotic sigil, however, you have no idea how, but whenever you touch it, you see a faint maroon glow, and you like just toss it and throw it. But you do see that as it before it even touches the flames, you see that the magic of it was parchment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see the parchment start to go into this ball, and this almost it looks like a or like a maroon static shock, and it almost gets you as you just threw it away in time. But you see that there's something unfamiliar, as this is your first time handling runes yourself, but somehow the sigil is activated, and you saw a glimpse of the equal exchange as the paper disintegrates and doesn't even touch the flames.
Gael, you okay?
I'm fine. I'm okay. I don't know why I did that, but
'Cause you rune casted, that's why, Gael. That's awesome.
does that count?
I think so. I mean,
that's cool.
maybe we should have tried a less violent one first.
Well, probably. Maybe I could try another one at some point. Probably not tonight. I'm kind of brained out at this point. That's cool, though. That is cool. And Gael, like, smirks a little bit. Oh, like, huh, what a fun thing.
Yeah. And we switch over to Leo's watch.
I'll say that I'm awake still.
Do that.
But
You're like, okay.
then I'll go to sleep after this.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Leo, I would say you're woken up by Lycan.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good. I mean, yeah, good morning, I guess, since I'm waking up. It's not really morning yet,
It's good
but
night
yeah.
for me.
Yes. All right.
Did you see all the trees?
Yeah.
And the river? And it was hard. I was trying to focus on the book, but there were so many pretty
There's some
things.
that looked like you. Which is really, really cool. It's fascinating seeing how different nature is in different places.
Do you think...
Sometimes.
Do you think Brian's going to be okay?
And you see
Has-
Leo. Hope starts to slowly, well, the white starts to slowly go down and blue starts to take its place as he goes down. I hope. I really do. As the little small light of white in the center of him is left there and then dissipates as it's back to normal, Leo. I know we'll try everything to help him. I don't. This is a wild thing. I don't know, and it's very scary.
Gael showed me a rune.
Yeah.
Very bad rune.
Oh,
It's the kind that if someone casts magic or does a specific thing, it would trigger and it would kill them.
that is very dangerous. As orange goes through his
How-
body.
What if I put that on his sword? For
What
the
if you-
demon.
Well, I feel like, okay, so if the demon and Brine are sharing the same brain right now, I'm just worried that, like, since they're kind of both in the same currently, that it's kind of like surgically removing an organ in your body, but violently. So I don't know. At least that's what it seems like.
Okay.
But also maybe we don't know. I don't know. I'm scared, and I don't want to lose Brine. He's an important part of this team and an important friend to me. I don't know.
Logan takes his hand.
A twig snaps in the distance.
That wasn't you, was it?
No.
That sounded more like bone.
Technically, it's
That-
fluid.
You see
I think that might be
the tiny hut. And behind both of you, a large figure comes out of view right behind you and goes to make a strike on both of you. Please roll Constitution saves for me.
18.
6.
18. Lycan, you fail.
That's it. You
Yeah.
fail, you're dead.
You fail. F in the class.
Lycan, as you fail, you see. As the two of you look to this big figure, you see as its two iron hands try to slam into both of you. One smacks into Lycan. As Lycan, you are knocked unconscious. In front of you, Leo, you see a huge golem made of ice with metallic shackles going up and down its body as it tries to slam into you.
Yeah.
With that con saving throw, you are hit into, but you do not get knocked out. I will say that's going to make you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as this creature boom, slams into you. As that happens, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
As you hear from the distance, almost like a bowstring being pulled back and something being shot your direction. Lycan, you would take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you're knocked unconscious.
Okay, thank you.
13 is what I got in my wisdom save.
You got a 13. You see as an arrow shoots into your chest, and you see blue liquid darker than your membrane of skin begin to inject, and you feel almost like someone has tranq darted you, not asleep but incapacitated the same.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, do I take any damage from that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone's asleep.
And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
Hey casters, we wanted to give a big thank you for listening to this episode. We are excited to continue the story of this party and share this world with you. Please check out our socials on Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and YouTube by searching up Campaign Casters. No spaces, one word, Camp AIGN Casters. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd really appreciate it if you left a review on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you listen to the show. It really helps us reach more listeners and keeps the investigation going.
If you want to know where the craziness takes place or want to have some quick links because you don't want to go through apps, search on your browser for campaignCasters.com. There you can read a little about us, reach out as a fellow caster, or if you also make D&D content and want to collaborate with us, send us a spell. We want to build a community for all to enjoy and expand the games we love. Our theme song is Nobody's Hero by Chronophobia. A big shout out to them for allowing us to use their beautiful music. You can find them on all music platforms, including but not limited to Apple Music, iTunes, and Spotify. Speaking of which, have you checked out our documentary yet? Rolling the Dice is officially on YouTube. Shout out to Brandon Pierce Media for producing it. You can find him at brandonpiercemedia.com to book him today on your photography and videography needs. Our players for this campaign are Heath Chase as Sig Valang, Jake Taylor as Brine Smith, Adam Fox as Leo, Sophia Condit as Lycan, Ari Bardak Mitchell as Gael, Nicholas Bailey as Elxidor Vernades, and me, Haven Joseph-Lyon, as Nissa Stone. Our next episode will be released on April 24th.
Until next time, be careful adventuring. If you're tired,
Come back home.